All right, we got another video. We're being patient. We're looking for setups. See if the market kind of grants us anything this evening. I do have multiple levels of sell side just kind of marked out on my chart. We got relative equal lows here. So we're gonna wait and see if see if we get anything. See if we get any good market action and see if we get a setup. And then go from there. My original thought process, just by looking at everything, was we retrace into this new day opening gap and then the 15-minute fair value gap. And I marked out this kind of shift of structure here with this bearish break. And then I was thinking we would target, these relative equal lows and then potentially higher. We'll kind of see if that kind of plays out because we do have kind of buy side up here. So this could just be retracement. My fault. This could just be retracement. And then we can continue up to buy side. So I'm not going to make any, rash decisions. I'm going to kind of let it play out and see what it wants to do. And I'm not going to try to project what it wants to do. But that is, in terms of what I see, that is just kind of, how I see it kind of playing out. So we'll kind of see how we react kind of once we get into this 15-minute fair value gap here. I mean, this would be a nice little, buy side entry to kind of close this off. I think we'll get there in the next 15-minute candle that's about to open in a minute and a half. So that's when we get the Asia open. So yeah, let's see how everything kind of shake out. We're gonna be patient. We're going to be patient. Coming into the market today with just kind of a clear state of mind, no expectations. I kind of want to focus on, have the continue focus on my execution here. So remain patient, calm, and know that it's a new experience today. It's definitely a new experience. So this here is the new start of the 15. We did take liquidity. Let me see. We did take this sell side liquidity right here. This was last Sunday at 6 p.m. So of course, took that liquidity. Next, obviously, would be the target of this buy side liquidity here. I don't need the whole move. I just need a piece of the pie, baby. So whatever the market wants to do, I just need a piece of it. I don't need the whole run. But I kind of want to see how we respect this kind of fair value gap here. Or if we respect it. If we don't break any of this with any sort of like displacement or any sort of just kind of a really heavy candle, then I would think that we're likely to head up, in which I would look for a potential entry if it presented itself. If I had the camera up, I feel like I got everything kind of just sorted out now, finally. Which is nice. And I just found out my landlord's selling too, so get everything set up just to take it down in a couple months. The joys. But in the meantime, we're gonna take advantage of all the opportunity that we have. Again, I'm very patient right now. I'm not looking to rush into anything unless I get an answer from the market. It does like we want to kind of continue up though. This fair value gap is currently holding right now. Now we're getting some breakdown. Start of a new 5. A 5-minute candle, chunky. This ideally is like one of my favorite setups is when I have a fair value gap inside the OTE. I'm gonna wait and see how we react when we kind of get down there first, if we make it down there. And we also got this huge inversion right here. Let's see. There was, I mean, a minor form of kind of sell side taken. This would be technically counter trend trading, but let's see how we kind of react when we touch here. If we're gonna continue to drop or if we're gonna pop it back like we could pop out some grease. Hey, we're only 10. What are we? Only 10 minutes into the open. 8 minutes. So I'm not looking, to rush anything right away. I'm gonna be very patient and picky. Stomach. We could be just going straight to the grizzle here. It's at about almost a 40-point move down there. And we got this form here, but the relative equals are right there. I just kind of want to see if we retrace into this 15-minute fair value gap here. If we retrace back in here, are we going to just tank all the way down, or are we going to go towards that buy side liquidity up there? My stomach just growling. We got 2.5 minutes left in this 15-minute candle. I don't think this is gonna be valid. This right here, this fair value gap in the OTE. All right, we should get a tap into this area here in this new 15 that's opening up. I would assume. Yeah. Oh, we're about to tap it. We might fall off a cliff. This is a 15-minute low right here. We're almost 20 minutes into the market. For me, price still hasn't really made his mind up. I mean, just from looking at these candles, though, it looks like we want to go lower. But I'm just kind of waiting for more confirmation because we could hit this OTE range and then come up for, swing high and then maybe tap into the midpoint of the 15-minute fair value. I just don't know. I just kind of want to see. I want more information before I kind of make a decision. Especially, well, we'll see. Again, I should be looking to aim up here. What is let's actually find out what the midpoint is. Okay. So we got a midpoint now. Let's see if we get a close above this inversion here. We did. It's kind of trash right now, not gonna lie. It is kind of trash right now, bro. We're refusing to break lower too, so I feel like that kind of, to me, that indicates that we could be heading up towards, buy side or into this 15 minute here. Especially because I believe this is a OB order block. So yeah, sell side. Got an inversion. Here's a new day opening gap. Well, my stomach is on one today, bro. I don't know why I keep growling like that. One thing that I like to note and point out is we have all these structure swings here that weren't broken by any form of displacement. Even going up here if you wanna. Do all that. Something important to kind of note. Failure swings. This is coming from the last um 3 minutes of the 15. One of the last 3 minutes from the 15-minute candle. We got some action, boss. So this breakaway right here, if you're looking for entry, you're gonna want to be quick, because a lot of times when price moves like that, if it gives you a fair value gap, you gotta be ready, because it doesn't retrace that often, and then on top of that, price moves pretty quick. So see if we get continuation. Oh, sheesh. I was really still hoping for a tap of the 1 minute fair value gap with the OTE. It's looking more and more likely. We might make our way up to there. So we're approaching the 15-minute low. Fair value gap low here. Hey, you're not a Kali, you a Kalanaza. Oh, dun 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 dun. Oh, dun 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 dun. I think we're gonna gash through here. There's just no. I'm a little tired today. It was kind of cold out. Went to the gym. See. I don't feel the need to FOMO in or just jump in. I feel pretty composed, to be honest. I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything. My 15-minute candle looks good. It's 8 minutes left in it. The only spot I could have seen myself getting in is here in this volume imbalance. Thought it would have gave me another opportunity someplace else, and this might have been an order block too. I just don't trade those. I'm not too familiar with the rules and the premise of them, so I didn't hop in there. Yeah, that's okay, you know. It's a part of being disciplined and sticking to your rules, trading your strategy, your setup. Could have been a nice move though. Had I got in on the order block and just targeted the, although would have been nice, you know, pretty decent. But I like to see if we get into this new day opening gap. Come on. So I'm gonna get in there. I'm gonna stop a little here. Here because we got a little volume imbalance right here. Or if everybody got however you want to see that. And then new day opening gap. I'm gonna see if we can aim up here, see how we kind of look. We have and then what I'll do is I'll take one off at the midpoint here. Slightly below it. And then move everything to break even so my risk is off. There's only 3.5 minutes left in this this 15 here. I need to get like a mouse pad or something because right now I just use my desk and sometimes it affects my how the mouse kind of rolls, I guess. Let's see if we can kind of continue to get momentum up here. We got 2 minutes left in this last 15. So far, this, I mean, the only, initially when we open, this is the only tail of the 15 right here. So we got some strong momentum. I do want to see how we react when we get to this midpoint to determine if I'll leave this runner up for this new day opening gap up there, or if I'll just take everything off and just call it a day. The new 15 that's about to open after this minute goes by, we could see a little retracement on initial open, which is completely fine. And I actually want to just make sure that my CE, my midpoint is pretty spot on. Okay. So we're pretty spot on. Getting 11 seconds left. Okay, new 15. Again, I mentioned the pullback when on the initial open. We'll kind of see how much we pull back here. But this that 15 had a pretty good close to it, so I would think, although, you know, being as how we're in a bearish 15-minute fair value gap, that we would continue to see more bullish momentum just based upon these last two 15-minute candles, especially because we haven't hit the midpoint yet. So we'll see. And who knows, maybe we don't have to hit the, you know, the midpoint for us to kind of continue lower. You never know. Every day is a new experience, bro. One thing I'm hoping that we don't do is we come all the way back down here to this this breakaway gap here. I kind of want to see us stay above. Stay above here. Ooh, sheesh. Hands are off the mouse. I'm just gonna watch price action now. Sheesh. I feel calm knowing that, you know, I was really patient and waiting for an entry. Here we had a level of sell side taken, had an inversion, fair value gap here. I was really hoping that we would come in and tap this OTE range there where the fair value gap was, but we didn't. So formed a, you know, market structure shift with some retracement, then back up. Now we're gonna see if we can kind of continue to hold and make our way back up towards the midpoint and then towards the new day opening gap. I am keeping in mind, again, that we are in a bearish fair value gap, but also keeping in mind too that we ran a form of wherever it is on the. We ran a form of liquidity here, so the next form of liquidity would be up here. Now, whether we make it all the way up through this time around, I'm not 100% certain, because you do have just tons of, relative equal lows that I could see being taken out before we actually head towards this buy side up here. So we're just going to play it, one trade at a time and just kind of take what the market is just kind of giving us and kind of go from there. We're going to see continued displacement above here. We don't want to see it linger around in this fair value gap here. What the hell have I been recording for? Oh, and we're in the macro time frame window. So we should see nice pushes. 750. And I always say my macro time frames, I like to add an additional 10 minutes because I know this price runs after the first 20 minutes still most times. So I kind of like to give myself that grace there and extend it out an additional 10 minutes as opposed to what the actual time frames are. That's just me. So we're tapping back into a fair value gap here for another potential entry if we wanted to. What do you call it? Stack or build upon, or can't think of the proper term, but I personally won't be adding on. I'm gonna let these two contracts just kind of play out. Let's see if we can still get up there or not. There's about 6.5 minutes left in this 15-minute candle here. I don't want to see like any consolidation, nor do I really want to see a reversal. Okay. Bro, my stomach is going crazy. Like, I'm not even hungry. Pyramid. That's what I'm looking for. If you thought we were continuing up and you wanted to pyramid, this would be a good point, a good spot too. This is the last 5 minutes and 15. Ooh. Yeah, this is dangerous. Price seem like it's kind of struggling a little bit right now. Yeah, that's not what we want to see, bro. We do not want to see that whatsoever. I don't know. We want to see a break. There we go. Let's keep up that momentum. So on to the 5 minute here. There's a huge 5 minute fair value gap before the midpoint of the 15, but I'm thinking about adjusting my stop loss only because we're just kind of doing this little consolidation thing, and I think we're just kind of waiting on this 15 minutes to close here, which is why I mentioned a little while ago is I don't want the last 5 minutes to kind of consolidate like this. So I'll probably move my stop up a little bit. Last minute of the 15 here. Let me move this back. All right, new 15. Let's see what it has in store for us. If we're gonna move, we need to move Now, let's see it break above here with displacement and continuation. I still feel really composed. But I don't like how it's struggling. How we're struggling now. I'm not too fond of that. Now we're not even above the CE anymore. Yeah, we might not get to the CE, folks. We did. We didn't even tap that out. It's getting a little wiki, isn't it? Why is price getting spicy like this? Dropping it like it's hot. Then picking it back up like it's not. That shit's crazy. Yeah, it doesn't look good at all. Especially with the exhaustion on these wicks. Again, we could come back down here honestly and blast off then, but Let's what I'm gonna do. What do we got? 9.5 minutes left. Okay. Let's reinvert this. Let's see a little push, baby. One thing I'm really trying to work on is just sticking with my trades. And I notice I've been getting out early on a lot of them, and they've been going in my favor when I do that. So I'm trying to be a little bit more patient and kind of stick this out just a little bit to see if, it wants to kind of go in our favor. But with how heavy and how weak the candles are for the bullish side, especially, it's not a good sign. First 5 minutes, everybody got there. Say, show us some bullish momentum, baby. Yeah, bro. That's fucking filthy. Gosh, I really want to wait for the last 5 minutes of this 15 here to close. But you know what? For me, this isn't moving fast enough unless we can see continued bullish momentum. I'm not liking this, and I probably took too long to realize it, but I understand, a little retracement is normal, but now we're consolidating a little bit outside of the retracement. seems like we're struggling to break above, swing highs and whatnot. I really want to see my trades through a little more. I just also want to be smart about it too. And I think that's probably one of the things, I'm going to have to continue to learn is when to hold on to them and let it play out and when to get out when I believe that it's not going in my favor. You see, I want to see that broken with displacement. And then the next level, I don't want to see this act as an inversion. I want to see that broken above too. That would re-inspire my confidence in this going higher. Yeah, we got 3 minutes left in this 15. I don't want to see. I don't want to see that. Where's the new candle at? Yeah, I'm just gonna exit out there. I don't want to stick around any longer to figure out, what's gonna happen. Because if we were gonna move, we should have been moved around this area here. So I'm gonna avoid myself. I'm gonna save myself some headache and reserve the right to fight another day. Honestly. We about the U. Go back up. I'll stick around to see how, it's 40 seconds left in this 1 minute candle. Before the new 15 opens. Again, this could be the point to where we, head towards this sell side liquidity here. Because we are coming from a bearish 15 minute fair value gap. Or come here, consolidate, retrace back up to this, to where is it? Do I not have it written? Oh. Come back up into the new day opening gap. So this is the new 15 here. See, I'm glad I saved myself. I am glad I saved myself. Let's see what this looks like. But seeing as how I'd have been stopped out, I'm really happy with the execution. I'm happy with how I operated within the markets today. And so with that, I'm going to call it an evening, and I'll be back on next time. Peace.